back, Driven Dave here. Got a kind of a fun vlog today. I'm gonna try and shout at my phone here so you can hear me. As you can probably tell, we're in the Corvette, the 2006 C6, 6-speed manual, the way it's supposed to be. So
turn left onto I.
Oh my gosh. So one thing that I did just now is filled up the car. I'm on my way to work, and you know, and I've covered this a little bit in previous videos, but you know, when people mention I have a Corvette, or when I mention to people that I have a Corvette, one of the things that most people say is like, oh man, that thing must eat a lot of gas. And it's true, it can eat a ton of gas, but on the highway, at least until I got my Kia, you know, this was really my best car for gas mileage. Like the LS400 can do okay if I keep it like under 65, but anything over that, the MPGs start to plummet. Which, you know, and I've talked about that too, like it's really a pretty good car, considering that it has a 4-liter V8. But this car has a 6-liter V8 and makes 100 more horsepower than my LS. You know, it'll do 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, something like that. And I'm sure some of the factory horses have escaped the stable at this point, you know, as we're getting closer to 100,000 miles, but you know, pretty fast car, like I think still quick by today's standards. Not fast, but quick, and certainly powerful, you know what I mean? But in any case, this car in 6th gear gets really pretty good gas mileage. Like, you really can't complain for what you're getting. Factory, I think it's rated at 29 miles per gallon highway. So I thought what would be kind of fun, since I needed gas anyway, and because I'm heading to work, and because it's a Sunday, I think it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's the day after Christmas. No one's around. Well, at least hopefully, like, we won't hit too much traffic. So we're pretty much just gonna roll on down to where I'm going. It's about 50 miles each way, so you know, we'll check in at the end and see how we did. But I think, you know, certainly on the way down there we should do pretty well. Now I'm not going to try and hypermile this thing. Like, I'm in a Corvette. It's a beautiful day. There aren't that many cars on the road. I may have a little bit of fun, like, for sure. This car is awesome. Like, it's fun, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna try and like save gas. I'm just gonna try and see how much gas we use. Okay? And I think that's a pretty fair real world test. Because if you had a Corvette, it was 50 degrees and sunny outside, what would you do? Would you try and go as slowly as possible and save gas? Probably not. But just to give you an idea, I reset my average fuel economy when I left the gas station. And I left the gas station just moments before hitting record on this video. So that was 4.2 miles ago. And already we're up to 25 miles per gallon. And again, I have not been, you know, taking it easy. I've been pushing it either, but I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to hypermile. We want to see how we do in this real world test. Some other things that I've been thinking about lately, I don't know if you saw the new Cartrack C6. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. You know, it's with Ed Bolian, Freddie Hernandez, or Tavares, and Tyler Hoover. So, you know, I like all three of them. I think I like Tyler the best. It'd probably be like Tyler, Ed, and then Freddie. But they all have really good channels, and they have some really good content up there. And Cartrack 6, I think, was by far like their best production yet. And I really like the premise. So it's a little game I'm gonna play, and we're gonna play it here on the channel. So it'll be a little interactive, which is fun. So I'm thinking maybe the next video I make, or at least in a couple videos, I'll be playing the game like, you know, Dream Garage for 30,000 bucks, all from the same country. Great, you know, I may even do 3 of them. You know, I'll do like 3 different countries and see what I can pick based on, you know, current market value. So, you know, the choices may not be that great just because the market is so high right now. So it'll still be a hoot, you know. So that's going to be fun. Look for that. I have a bunch of videos that I'm trying to get to and trying to put out. The LA Auto Show stuff, which was super fun to shoot. Big shout out to my friend Dave for getting me that exhibitor pass. That was awesome. And just for co-hosting, and it was just such a fun day. So those videos are really cool. I've got a few more of those to put out, and then I've got some, you know, top 10 lists, top 20 lists. Some of that's coming up. I also did a video of a 2008 Jaguar XJ8, and that's coming up. That was a lot of fun. Big shout out to my friend Chris for letting me drive his car and ride in his car and check it out. That was really a really fun day for me. I've also got the Lincoln Town Car video coming. What else do I have? I have quite a lot of stuff. I've just been kind of like needing the time to edit, needing the time to make thumbnails and tag and upload, all kind of in between everything else that's going on for the stuff that I actually get paid for. So, and you know, family stuff. So, I never understood when I would see these YouTubers say, oh, you know, it's just so stressful. I don't have time and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, like, what's the big deal? Just make a video and put it up. But, like, now that I'm doing it, like, especially when there's no money, and there is no money, let's be clear. I mean, hopefully there will be. But, you know, it's really hard to kind of, like, squeeze in the video editing and the tagging and the blah, 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 blah. Not to mention just filming the stuff. So I really appreciate all of you for subscribing and watching and checking my stuff out. It really means so much to me. I've especially seen like a pretty good spike just in the last couple of weeks. You know, just very casually, the channel's been growing. You know, we're still small and mighty, but, you know, I do believe that this could take off, and it will take off. It's just going to take some time and everything. So, huge thank you to all of you out there. And I know that, like, some of my friends have asked their friends, and thank you guys. Like, that's super wonderful. Really appreciate it. So, anyway, we're just getting on the 5 South. And those of you in Southern California can appreciate.
Use the left 2 lanes to stay to the left onto I-5 South. Keep
the 5 South.
I-5 South.
And it would seem that there's a good amount of traffic. So I've just come down a rather downhill freeway, and we're looking at 32 miles per gallon now. Yes, 32 in a V8. 10.7 miles since fill up.
Go straight on for 8 minutes.
Not too shabby. Now, granted, like, we are going to see the gas mileage drop at this point. I'm hitting some traffic. We're going to hit some hills. I'm probably going to on the pedal on the right because it's fun. You know, why have a Corvette if you're not going to have fun? Although this, you know, moments like this are really tough for me because I'm a little OCD, and now that I'm getting the fuel economy close to 32, like, I want to keep it at 32. But I'm like, no, that's not what this video is about. We're just gonna have fun. But at $4.60 a gallon, it is kind of tough to want to have fun when you know how much it's costing you. Oh, good, traffic. It's Sunday. It's 11:30. What are you people doing? I'm at least going to work. Anyway, so anyway, that's just a little bit about like the content that's coming up. Really excited to release the stuff that's coming. It's just taking me a little while to process it all and get it up for you. So my plan is I'm going to put this video up today. Hopefully, yeah. You know what? I think I'll do, instead of doing, I said I was going to check in like when I get home and just see what our overall MPG was. I think I might just check in when I get to work and see what our MPG was. Just so that I can, while I'm there, you know, on a break, I can just edit this and throw it up, so that way you get kind of an accurate idea. I may put it up tomorrow, I don't know. Yeah, but really excited to get to the next stuff. And I'm about a month behind. So like I was saying, this is going to come out of order. You'll see this video, and then the next videos you see will be from like before Thanksgiving probably. So, but the content is still great. It's, you know, I kind of shot it in a way that like it doesn't matter when you watch it. It's still relevant. And I really like the lists that I put together. Those are a lot of fun. So I'll try and get one of those up too. I'm going to try and set some videos to just hit every day for at least 5 days and see what we can do with that. Anyway, I will stop blabbering right now. Gas mileage has gone down just a little bit. We're at 30.9 miles per gallon. 13.4 miles since fill up. Oil temperature 207 degrees. Not that you care. Gotta love this old beeping. So it says we can go 303 more miles. And this is also the first highway trip that I've done with the Corvette since getting the transmission fluid and the differential fluid serviced. That's another video that's coming. I drove this car to Lancaster and it was making some horrible crunchy noises, so I got it fixed. And this is the first drive. It's going to be probably another week till I drive this car. So I noticed she was cranking a little slow, and I thought it would be a good idea to just put some miles on her and charge up the battery. That's really the best thing you can do, is just drive your cars. And it's kind of tough for me with 4 cars, and I'm not trying to complain, but with 4 cars, there's really only one that I want to drive to work most of the time, and that's the one that lets me drive solo in the carpool lane. You know, not to mention the price of gas right now. So the Kia is my number one choice. The Corvette is usually my last choice, just because of moments like this. I mean, we're going 40, we're slowing down to 30. I mean, we're probably gonna just dead stop here, and it's just, I mean, it's an easy car to drive, which is great, but you know, I have to think about shifting, even though it's a really easy transmission and really easy clutch. But you know, I like the car that has the adaptive cruise and just takes care of all of this for me, which is nice. So that's why I don't drive this much. The new exhaust, love it. It's great. Do miss the quad tips, but it's just aesthetic. I think it still looks pretty cool, and it sounds great, and it's very livable. So very pleased with that modification. Yeah, here we go, first gear. So we're down to 30.7 miles per gallon. Yep. 15 miles since fill up. And yeah, the other thing that's kind of a drag is, you know, we're sitting on the ground essentially. I'm behind an ES350, and I'll show you my view. Hopefully you can see this. I cannot see around this car. It's just like, it could be some old lady that's on her phone texting and not paying attention, or it could be that there's an actual traffic jam. I wouldn't know. And like, in this car, I have honked at people for not like turning right. Even, I mean, it's the worst. Like, whenever I choose to honk, that's when there's like a pedestrian. You know, it's just awful. Like, there'll be some old lady using a walker, and I'm like honking, like, why aren't you going? It's because I can't see. So I always choose the wrong moments. And that's another reason why this car kind of is not super fun for daily use. But you know, my friend Jennifer, she drives a 50th anniversary Corvette every day. She's got over 200,000 miles on it. Love to have her car on the channel sometime and see if I can make that happen. But you know, she's an example of someone who keeps it on the road and drives it every day, and you know, it's her fun car and it's her only car. So really, really cool. I always have a great deal of respect when I see her car, and it's always beautiful. So really cool. All right, folks, I'm going to check in once I get to work, and see you soon. There's a little fourth gear. Chilling in fifth. Throw her into sixth. There it is. Primitive technology, but still pretty cool. Works really well. So you can see how slowly you're going. Awesome. This thing builds speed like a train. It's awesome. Well, we're back. Here we are, pretty much at work. I just got off the freeway and thought I would report back my findings. So you saw I did a little bit of got into it a little bit. It's kind of fun. Not a lot of room on the freeway, as you saw. Looks like 28.4 miles per gallon is our average at the end of the drive here. So I did say 50 miles. I was wrong, 40.2 miles. The reason why I was wrong, I left from my house, which is about 8.5 miles from the gas station. So leaving from the gas station, it takes that mileage away. So that's why I'm at 40 miles, not 50 miles. So apologies there. I wasn't trying to over exaggerate. I just didn't realize that from one point, you know what I mean. And I took the most direct route. The other route I've been taking lately is about 58 miles, and I end up taking the 605 so that I can do the carpool lane. But today I just took the 5 south, and that is the fastest way to get where I'm going here. And I won't mention where I am, but the clue I'll give you is so anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hope you all had a wonderful holiday, and that you have a wonderful and terrific new year. So I will be back soon. Take care, everyone. See you in the next one.